Hey, welcome to another edition of Everything Football. I'm your host, Jonathan Big Tex Johnson, back again, ladies and gentlemen. Here, I'm going to talk about something a little close to me just because I've been a lifelong Dallas Cowboy fan. Everybody's kind of sitting on the edge of their seats about this whole Ezekiel Elliot thing about his probably upcoming suspension. I kind of feel he's going to be suspended, and I feel as though he needs to be suspended. That's just my personal opinion on that. It's my personal opinion on that for the simple fact that it's like even though the stuff was dropping, this was an ex-girlfriend or gal that he was messing around with or whatever, like that two incidents. One that happened, I guess, in Ohio, the other time it happened up in Florida and everything. And and whatnot. And he's at the couple of car accidents, then a couple of fights in the bar. All of this type of behavior that is floating around this young man, the other things going on while these cases are pending. Now, granted, the criminal aspect of it, or the police basically dropped it and said not enough evidence or whatever, but yet he's still in trouble with the NFL because it has to do with personal conduct policy that the NFL sets for its players. I get it. But this just goes back again, like I said, and you're looking at me probably saying, well, why would you say that? I mean, I say, first and foremost, I say that because one of the things that I do not agree with is that here you have a player of his caliber. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott has the pedigree to be one of the best backs in a long time that can pretty much do everything. He has all that. He has the tools. He's athletic. The kid can do it all. The kid can sit back and just run the table. I think he can just be a great back for the next 6 or 7 years on top of his game and end up having a great career. But my man is moving entirely too fast. And he needs to slow down. And I think a suspension would be the best thing for him, simply because it's just like I honestly feel as though, especially when you got kids, these guys who has played ball, has been highly recruited, played these 5-star programs in the whole 9 yards, and then come to a team like the Dallas Cowboys. And then you help the team turn around and stuff like that. A lot of success. This kid has had success pretty much everywhere he went, right? And they need to slow him up. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he's like a kid that just unleashed. He plays hard, and I guess he wants to party hard and stuff like that. Too many times, too many things are going on in this kid's life where it's just like he's not, it's like he's not making the right decisions. He needs to slow up before somebody slows him up. It could be himself, or it could be somebody who's not going to play that with you in one of these clubs one time when they don't give two shits if you're an NFL ball player. You just some joker in their way, and you talking noise, and he ain't gonna go, and he might have the handwork, but a lot of times them guys gonna come out with a pistol. They come out with a pistol and knife, and it's over with, just like that. It can easily be over with. Or you can sit up there and get threatened, and then you end up knifing him or killing him or whatever, and then your career is over with. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, he needs to be suspended for me 4 games without pay to show him this is not a game, because I honestly think the kid think this is some type of a joke. You can't be under investigation and then you're at a St. Patrick's Day party and you pulling this girl a shirt up. Now, it might have been all fun and games and this, that, and 9 times out of 10 it probably was. But the look of it on what was happening and what's going on around you with this investigation show that you don't care. Because for you to do that, you already know you have a pending investigation. But based upon the attitude of what was going on, you don't really care if it's an investigation going on. Because in your mind, I'm gonna get off anyway. Because I'm Ezekiel Elliott. I play for the Cowboys as a league leading rusher. And I'm popular and everything and all this kind of stuff. Now we're gonna have this talk about boys will be boys and stuff like that. I'm the last one that's gonna ever sit up and say, hey, man, guys gonna have fun. You that age. I know what I was doing when I was age like him, and I didn't have half the money he had, but I know what I did and had fun and stuff like that with the ladies and all this other kind of stuff. But at the same time, it's like I'm like I wasn't no celebrity. You're a celebrity, and you got people out to get you. But then again, you sometimes take that liberty of you being who you are and taking it too far and think you can get away with everything. And you'll find yourself out of the league just like that, a forgotten person and throughout time in the NFL on what could have been. It's plenty of players that had ability what could have been, what could have happened. You know what I'm saying? And having all this, so I think the kid needs to get it together and and refocus on what he has to do. And this is not a game, but he needs to be suspended. They may just give him one game. I say 4 games. They need to give him 4 games. You know, and this is the thing. And these guys, and then the fights in the clubs and all this kind. You can't go out knocking jokers out in clubs. Those are lawsuits, man. Whether the guy started or not. That's what I'm saying. And you need to get to a particular point in time. So if you're worth X amount of dollars, you know what I'm saying? You play football and you might be worth all of this particular type of money. That's fine. So you need to be in a place where it's people that's other millionaires like you, not regular Joe Schmoes who are looking at you as a possible payday for them to get out of their particular situation when they're going to just provoke you. Be it a male or female, in the sense of like, I'm gonna get this joker to swing at me. I'm gonna get him to swing at me. I'm gonna get him to hit me, or I'm going to do this. I'm going to do all of these particular things to get you in trouble. I mean, you're talking about a 4-year rookie contract, 24.9 million, $16.3 million signing bonus he got. I mean, a lot of money for a kid 20, 21 years old. So you think you can pretty much do anything you want and all this kind of stuff. And it's just like, it's not going to happen that way, man. And these guys get in these predicaments where they sit up there and they get themselves in trouble. And that's where he's at right now. Like I did a piece early on Alden Smith. Alden Smith's career is probably completely over with. He was up for reinstatement and then messed around, was riding around drunk with some girl and drunk and passed out drunk and then went inside of a police station or something like that. And then they talking to him outside of the police station. I haven't heard anything else. I mean, the guy's done. Here's one of these guys who one of the top pass rushers in the game, who by this time, if he just still been playing the way he's playing and no off the field problems and all of issues, I'm like, God would be, he was top pass rusher, top defensive player, top outside linebacker in the game. Closest thing to Charles Haley I've seen in years. Even better because he's more athletic. You follow what I'm saying? So again, these guys, you can be up 1 second and then it's all over with. That's just what I'm saying. Somebody just like that guy, I'm talking Alden Smith, like I said, did a piece on the murder. Check it out. And the same thing can happen to Ezekiel. He's not exempt from that. The only difference is because, Ezekiel was a top first round pick. But I'm like, and these guys both playing. It's so crazy how it's kind of similar. These guys are both playing for top caliber football teams and made immediate impacts as soon as they stepped on the field as rookies. Now this guy's coming into his second year in the football, but you go really with the years. This is his first full year in the league, and he has all this stuff over him already. He should just be worrying about playing football. Instead, constant, this is going on, that's going on, that's going on, this is going on. I'm like, you guys got to get it together. It needs, this stuff has to stop. You know what I'm saying? It has to stop. You can't go out there and be doing all these types of things. And young men have been with women, and you get with women at certain times, and things happen, and y'all, you get into these arguments and whatever. And sometimes women have that tendency to, swing or say whatever like that. But somebody in your position, either whatever position, you don't have to, whether you got money or whether you don't have money, it's best for you to just get on up out of there. But somebody in a position like him, he got to go. He has to go. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a person that's if you're in a relationship where it's constantly always something going on like that, you don't need that in your business, because any little mishap that you end up having, that's going to cost you. Now, even with the thing out of the way, all of a sudden the girl jumps on Twitter, whatever it was last couple of weeks ago or whatever like that, after they found out, we're not going to do anything about it, or after they let the guy in the club incident let that stuff go. And, and she said, well, so she's getting all this other stuff, press and all this other kind of stuff and whatnot. So who knows what's going to go on? It might be a lawsuit going on, especially if she's an ex-girlfriend or whatever like that, because she can easily make this cat's life extremely miserable. But he brings this stuff on himself. And he does need to be suspended and slowed down. to let him understand what is going on with you, man, and that as quick as you got it, it's as quick as it can be taken from you. Okay? So I hope the young man get it together. I don't know what the suspension is going to be, but like I said, I think he should be suspended for 4 games, and I'm a Cowboys fan. But, you know, lessons have to be learned. They have to be learned. You can't continue to do what you're doing. You can't do it, man. You're ready to crash and burn. And I don't know why these young guys don't see, because other guys done it way before them when it wasn't no social media. It wasn't any social media. So guys could pretty much, it's nothing different than anybody's doing. It's just that everybody walks around with a camera and everybody updates everything and uploads everything on their damn Facebooks and Instagrams and Snapchats and all this kind of stuff. And these football players do the same thing. And these guys get in trouble for a lot of this stuff because they're putting their personal stuff up out there when they should. That's your job. Treat it like that. And your personal life, be smart about that. You got to be smarter than that. It's too many guys that came before you that have done things. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Slow it down, man, before you find yourself out the league. Because I say that league was here before you was born. That league gonna be here after you're gone, my man. And slow it down, Zeke. Get it together and come on back and let's make this run. But got to cut the wilding out. That's just not that's not gonna happen. You can't pull that off in the NFL. You can't walk around with the beards and stuff like guys did back in the 50s and 60s, and when the broads and the Paul Hornings and Jim Taylors and how you could treat a broad and all this kind of stuff. And them guys, I'm like, a different league, different era, different time. Can't pull that one off no more. All right. So you check me out, Everything Football. Check my page out here. Check me out on Twitter, Everything Football 62 Untucked Men. Check me out. Leave some comments. Follow me. We're going from there. Thank you.